Good job on getting to day 6. Today, we're going to go over something that, might be a little hard for you dudes to take in a little bit, especially in the culture that we live in, and it's by design. Now, it's something that professional athletes use. It's something that, even professionally actors and Hollywood stunt doubles and people that are in, high-figure careers, they kind of know this, but us, us individuals that are down here, working class and all that, stretching is I feel it's such a underrated, critical way to gain muscle mass, to gain strength, because you're going to find with a lot of fruit intake, it can't just sit there. It's electric, and the more fruit you have, you're going to find that it actually is an electric current, And so as you're putting all this fruit in and you're getting the bad out, that electricity, that current kind of has to go somewhere. And that's why fascia, as you're doing this, your fascia is actually in your body. And I recommend just going on YouTube and Googling fascia and just learning about it a little bit. I'm not the science guy. I don't like to get into the nitty gritty. I only have so much time when I talk on these things, and there's a lot of other people that like to do that. But fascia is like this web that's underneath our skin that goes into our bones, it goes into our organs, and it's all connected. And it gets hydrated by fruit. Now that hydration, it's actually electric current that's moving in through the more electric current that's moving into our web, this fascia, the more it's sending good and healthy neuron messages to our gut, into our mind, into our brain, into our, through our digestion system. And so what we want to do is be able to get a really clean electric system going through and moving. But if you're eating a lot of fruit, in the very beginning, that energy is kind of going to be blocking up. It's going to be hitting, and it sounds weird, but it's going to be actually hitting old traumas. It's going to be bumping up against old traumas. It's going to be bumping up against old diet habits. And so stretching, you might feel in your body, you might get aches and pains in really weird areas. I'm not really big into the whole bodybuilding scenario. There's other people that are, and there's I actually a good friend of mine. He's a big fruit, and he lifts weight, and Ryan, and he's ripped. I'm almost 47. I like the light life. I'm not into the big huge. I can't afford to be going out and just pumping iron. I have a lot of teens around here, and they do, but I'm not really into it. I do curls. I do a lot of walking, but I do a lot of stretching. My wife gave me a yoga mat. I'm on my second one. And I'll literally, almost every night, pretty much every night, sometimes twice a night, I'll do certain stretches. No, I don't go on yoga videos. I don't go check it all out. I don't know how no one taught me how to do this. I just kind of find I'll find something that's restricted, and I lean into it, and I push into it, and I find different poses, and I've learned some things that's really helped me work my upper body, work my abs, and I've watched the trauma come out of those areas. So as you're doing this, you don't have to be weird about this. You don't even have to highlight this. You don't have to make a weird, I'll come home and I'll just throw the mat down in my jeans, my cowboy boots, and just lay down and just stretch. Dogs jumping on me, kids jumping on me. Don't care, because I'm not doing it to look cool. I'm not doing it for, Facebook pictures. I throw some of that stuff on Facebook just because I want dudes to realize, it's not that big of a deal. But you have to start somewhere. That energy has to go somewhere. If it's not, it's going to start messing with your head a little bit. Too much intake in that fruit. It has to go somewhere. And you got to move into the areas in your body and your fascia. And you'll watch. These areas will start really toning up. And you're lifting weights without lifting weights. It's like having a gym without having a gym. And you just can do it in quietness. It's just a way, 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes I just do it 5 minutes. Sometimes just 4 or 5 minutes. It's enough. It's just a way to move that energy. So move that fruit.